Becoming an emergency medical dispatcher, or EMD, is a really exciting opportunity for you, and we're glad you're looking at joining the LifeNet family. Over the next few minutes, we're going to walk you through the steps you'll need to take along your journey to becoming an EMD. The first step in your journey is discovering your why. Why do you want to be a dispatcher? If you're like many people, your answer may be, I want a job where I can help people, where I can make a difference, and where I can give back. These are all great reasons to build a career as a dispatcher, and you'll be able to accomplish each of these things every single day. Other people want to work in dispatch because they believe it is a stepping stone into the medical field. If you fall into this latter group of people, we encourage you to schedule a call with our career coach before going further. Many people we talk to don't realize that while you do give medical advice daily over the phone, the world of emergency medical dispatch is very different from providing direct patient care in the field. Another answer we often get for the why is, I want to become an EMT, and I thought dispatch would be a great first step. If your heart is set on taking care of patients as an EMT, that's awesome. We need you, and we look forward to interviewing you to work with us on the ambulance. But the best first step for you would be completing a 3-month EMT program at an area college, not dispatch. You might be lucky enough to be selected as an EMT intern to work at LifeNet during your EMT class experience. If you've always dreamed of working on an ambulance, schedule a call with our career coach to learn more. If you're curious about what it's like to work as a dispatcher, now is a great time to ask yourself another question. Am I the type of person who can leave work at work? What do we mean by that? Dispatchers are often described as the calm voice in the dark. You work 12-hour shifts as part of a team. You'll either be the call taker, aka the person talking to the patient in need, or the dispatcher, aka the person talking to our EMTs and paramedics, dispatching them to the scene. You're going to hear things you cannot unhear. Sometimes you'll have rewarding calls, like helping a husband and wife deliver a newborn baby in their living room, or calming a mother whose son just broke his arm falling out of a tree. Sometimes you'll have tough calls, like trying to calm a mother who just found her infant unresponsive and having to convince her she has to start CPR, or having to convince the 75-year-old lady who just witnessed her husband of 50 years go into sudden cardiac arrest that she truly is strong enough to keep doing chest compressions until first responders arrive on scene. If you can imagine it, if you've seen it in the news, we've responded to it. As the dispatcher, you often know the immediate emergency, but seldom do you know the outcome. And as soon as you hang up the phone, the next emergency is waiting. Your job beckons you to be the calm voice and the advice for so many over your 12-hour day, and each person, regardless of the true essence of the emergency, deserves the same professionalism as the last. If you're the type of person who can go home at the end of the day knowing you did the very best that you could do for each person you talk to, and knowing we cannot save every life, no matter how much we may want to, then you can walk into the door to your family and leave it all behind, you're going to do fine in this career. But also know you have to be the kind of person who is not afraid to ask for help. There will be tough calls that you need to talk about, and we have a great support team who will talk with you. Never be afraid to ask for help talking through a tough call, days, weeks, or even months after it has happened. The next step on your journey is testing your skills. All applicants for dispatch are required to take a 2-hour test called the Critical Test. This is a great opportunity for you to not only display the amazing skills you've developed as a professional, but it is also a unique way for you to see some of the tasks you'll be asked to do repeatedly 12 hours a day. Critical explores your typing skills, memory and comprehension ability, map skills, and more. We recognize 2 hours sounds like a lot of time, but it goes by quickly. We also want you to be successful, so we have put together resources to help you prepare for taking this next step along your journey. We'll go over those more in just a bit. We also want you to be comfortable when you take the critical. That's why we've made it easy for you to take it from the comfort of your home, so long as you have a quiet space and a laptop or desktop computer, not a tablet, that has a detachable mouse and speakers. We recognize not everyone has access to each of these things, and so we also give you the opportunity to schedule a time to take the test at LifeNet if that's more conducive for you. After completing the critical, one of our career coaches will contact you and let you know how you did. If there are areas you need to work on, you'll receive an email with information on what skills you can practice on to improve your chances when you retest, and we highly encourage you to retest again in 6 months. But if you pass the test, and that's what we're aiming for, you'll get a phone call inviting you to the next step in the journey. The third step in your journey is the shadow experience. Our career coach will schedule a time for you to come and spend 4 hours in our comm center. The first 30 minutes you'll spend with our comm center manager. He or she will get to know more about you and share with you a little bit about what you'll expect during your shadow experience. Then you'll be paired with one of our experienced dispatchers and shadow them for approximately 3.5 hours. You may wonder why so long. We have found this is the ample amount of time for you to hear a variety of calls, get the opportunity to observe and ask questions, and really get an understanding of what our company culture is like. We recognize you may be leaving another job to start a career in EMS as a dispatcher, and we want to make sure you fully understand what that career entails. Over the course of your shadow experience, you will probably hear some of the tough calls and some of the rewarding ones. Please make sure to ask the person you're spending time with questions as time allows. The final step in your journey might just be the most fun, interviewing with our team. Our panel interview is a unique experience designed to let us get to know you as an individual. You've already proven you have the skills needed to do the job with the critical test. You've had the opportunity to see if the career is right for you with the shadow experience. Now we get to see your heart and personality shine through our panel interview. The best part about the interview is there are no wrong answers. We will spend approximately 20 minutes asking you a lot of fun questions, and at the end, you'll have the opportunity to ask us questions too. We'll also give you some fun background check paperwork to complete, and you'll have to take a drug screen. Then, if you applied via Indeed instead of our online application, we'll send you a link to complete our full application. But those are all the minor details we can worry about when we get to that point. After you're hired, you'll start your on-the-job training. Your onboarding journey will consist of training on a variety of things. If you aren't already CPR certified, you'll go through CPR training during your first week. You'll also go through a comprehensive training program on the various aspects of dispatching and call taking, including taking an online emergency medical dispatcher course that will certify you as an EMD. Once you have that certification, you'll get a small pay raise. By the end of your first year, you'll also need to complete EMT school at a local college. LifeNet will reimburse you for your school costs after you've passed your national registry exam, and once you have your EMT certification, you'll also get an additional pay raise. Because emergency medical dispatch evolves with new technology and changes in the medical field, your training is ongoing. LifeNet offers a variety of continuing education opportunities for you as well. But first things first, in order to advance in our process, the next step on your journey is taking the critical test. The email you received has additional information to help prepare you for this exciting next step. Please review the critical test guide and then watch the short video that will give you ideas for what to expect when you take the critical. When you're ready to take the test, you can either take it at home or schedule a time to take it at LifeNet. Your email has more information on either option. Good luck and have fun on your journey to becoming an emergency medical dispatcher.